Did you know that Arsenal went unbeaten for an entire Premier League season? In the 2003 to 2004 season, Arsenal earned the nickname the Invincibles and were awarded a unique gold trophy to show for this incredible achievement. In this video, we'll dive into the story of how Arsenal remained unbeaten and dominated the league that season. An unbeaten season had never been accomplished before and has never been repeated since. Arsenal's squad was packed with talent. Ashley Cole, Sol Campbell, Robert Pires, Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, and Dennis Bergkamp were just some of the legendary players who made this possible. But Arsenal isn't the only team in history with a very strong squad. How did they achieve such dominance, and what happened before and after the Invincibles season? But Arsenal's dominance didn't come without challenges. Between 1992 and 1996, the club struggled while Manchester United were rising to become one of the best teams in England. Arsenal needed change to recapture the dominance they had in the 80s and early 90s. The appointment of Arsène Wenger as manager for the 96-97 season marked a turning point. Wenger, an unknown coach in England who had spent most of his career in France and Japan, was greeted with the famous newspaper headline, "Arsène Who?" Wenger immediately banned alcohol for players, enforced stricter training routines, and introduced dietary plans to improve fitness and performance. His clear vision for the team led to key signings such as Marc Overmars and Patrick Vieira, who would become crucial to Arsenal's success. In his first season, Wenger guided Arsenal to a third-place finish in the Premier League. The following season, 1997 to 1998, Arsenal achieved the domestic double, winning both the Premier League title and the FA Cup. In the years that followed, a fierce rivalry developed between Arsenal and Manchester United. Both teams were far superior to the rest of the league, often finishing first and second. Manchester United was just a bit more dominant and claimed more titles during that period. All these years of hard work and building one of the best Premier League teams led to one unforgettable season. The Invincibles season. Wenger's methods and success transformed Arsenal, and his philosophy influenced football in many ways. To understand Arsenal's legendary Invincibles season, we must first cover the players who made it happen. In goal was Jens Lehmann, playing his first season for Arsenal. Known for his excellent shot-stopping ability, Lehmann sometimes made rash decisions when rushing off his line, but during this season, he was remarkably reliable, playing every single minute of the season. At center-back, Sol Campbell was a towering presence, big, strong, and fast. He dominated in the air and on the ground, often compared to Virgil van Dijk for his combination of size and agility. Partnering him was Kolo Touré, who, though typically a right back, adapted to central defense for the first time in his career. Smaller than most center-backs, Touré's speed and athleticism made him a formidable defender. Lauren, originally a right midfielder, was converted by Wenger into a dynamic right back. His pace and ability to beat players made him a constant threat on the overlap. On the left, Ashley Cole, often regarded as England's greatest left back, was inspired by Roberto Carlos. Cole's passing, runs, and technical skill allowed him to support the attack while being defensively solid. In midfield, Robert Pires, the French left midfielder, initially struggled in the Premier League, but quickly adapted, becoming known for his incredible ball control and vision. Gilberto Silva provided defensive stability in the center, allowing Arsenal to control games. Alongside him, Patrick Vieira was the team's heartbeat. Standing at 6'4", Vieira's combination of strength, athleticism, and technical skill made him incomparable, often likened to Paul Pogba, even though Vieira was a way better defender. Freddie Ljungberg, versatile and energetic, played across midfield and attack, offering creativity and reliability. Up front, Dennis Bergkamp was the ultimate playmaker. Fast, technical, and intelligent, Bergkamp's first touch and precise passing made him one of the most complete players of his time. His influence at the time extended beyond his goal and assist stats. And finally, Thierry Henry, one of the greatest players in Premier League history. Scoring 30 goals that season, Henry's speed, technical skills, and instincts made him Arsenal's most important player. Often compared to Mbappé, Henry thrived with the ball at his feet, always looking to create chances and score. They played in a 4-4-2 formation. Thierry played as a central striker, though he had the freedom to drift wide or drop deeper when needed. The formation, on paper, had him as the focal point of the attack. Gilberto Silva, often playing as the more defensive midfielder, would drop deeper to protect the defense, allowing Patrick Vieira to be more dynamic in his role. Vieira's ability to cover ground from box to box was one of his key attributes, and with Gilberto shielding the backline, Vieira could push forward and contribute to both defense and attack. It created a balance in midfield and allowed the attack to flow more freely, providing width and support for the strikers. After their unbeaten season, Arsenal continued strong but lost their 10th match of the following campaign to Manchester United, ending their remarkable run of 36 wins and 13 draws. Given these impressive results, it was expected that Arsenal would go on to dominate the Premier League in the years that followed. However, that 03-04 season marked their last league title. While they've won several FA Cups since and came close in the Champions League final, they struggled to maintain their dominance. How did a team that was once so dominant fall into years of underperformance? Arsenal's fall from dominance after their 2003-2004 Invincible season can be attributed to several key factors. The exits of key figures weakened the team. Thierry's departure in 2007 left a major void. The team struggled to replace such crucial talents, and the balance shifted. The move to the Emirates Stadium in 2006 placed financial strain on the club, limiting their ability to make big signings. Arsène Wenger's philosophy of self-sustainability and reliance on youth didn't lead to immediate success, especially compared to rivals like Chelsea and Manchester United, who had more money to spend. The rise of Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson and Chelsea's financial power under Roman Abramovich made it harder for Arsenal to maintain their position at the top. Arsenal couldn't compete with the wages and transfer fees of their rivals, which further limited their ability to dominate. From 2007 to 2010, Arsenal showed promise, particularly in the 2007 to 2008 season, when they led the Premier League for much of the year. However, injuries, squad fatigue, and the loss of key players like Van Persie to Manchester United in 2012 derailed their title hopes, and they struggled to maintain consistency in the league. Despite strong cup runs, they never seriously challenged for the Premier League, leading to growing frustration with Wenger's leadership. In 2018, after 22 years, Arsène Wenger stepped down, marking the end of an era. His departure came with a sense of stagnation, despite his achievements like the Invincibles and multiple FA Cups. Under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal has shown signs of improvement, finishing as runners-up in the 2023 to 2024 Premier League and pushing for a Champions League return. While progress is being made, Arsenal still faces challenges in competing with the financial powerhouses of the league. In summary, Arsenal has struggled to maintain their dominance due to financial constraints, key departures, and fierce competition. But there's cautious optimism under Arteta as they rebuild with a promising squad. How do you think Arsenal will perform in the following years? Let me know in the comments. If you want to hear more incredible football stories, be sure to check out one of our other videos.